let us sit down and ask ourselves, which are these functions that are still held at the national government level, which should go to the county, and how much do they cost? So that we stop this circus of always fighting over how much should go to the county and how much should go to the national, remain at the national government level. This is a responsibility that was given to the transitional authority. I don't think they did a good job. Let us now sit down, both levels of government, look at the functions, see how much has been devolved to the counties, and ask ourselves, what are some of the functions that are still remaining with the national government? And how much do those functions cost? Can we move those functions to the county government and move them with the money, so that this every year fight about division of revenue should stop? If you ask me, I know counties even need more than 400 billion. The reason why National Treasury is asking to reduce that money is not because we are not appreciating that counties need more money. It is because of the financial challenges we have found ourselves in. I wish the controller of budget was here. I have a problem with her office. I don't mince my words. I say them as they are. Once we transfer the money to the counties, let that money reach the counties. There should be no bottlenecks. There is no reason why the governors, your officers, are always in Nairobi to clear with the controller of our budget office. That is rent seeking. That should stop. We should have a system that clearly transfers money to counties. We don't need county governors, your CEC members coming here all the time. What are they doing which they can't use a phone call or email to sort out? You know, the moment that if we continue keeping to ourselves some of these frustrations, we will not be moving. When money is idle in the accounts, it doesn't help the country. It slows economic growth. I want our economic growth to go to 6%, 7%, not 5%. We had a slowed economic growth at 4.6%. It's affecting our economy because we can't even collect taxes. When the money is kept at the CRF, you are not even able to pay salary. We cannot get our pay as you earn. That is why you see the figures from KRA. They are not meeting their targets because money is kept there. Someone is still asking questions that don't make sense. I am not saying controller of budget should not ask questions, but what stops those questions from being resolved quickly so that money is transferred to the counties? And why should county officers come all the way from Homa Bay, from Turkana to Nairobi? What is the justification? Are you calling them to come with envelopes? If that is the case, personally, I don't support that, because I've always wanted to a forum where I could tell her publicly. She must reign on her officers. And that does not mean I'm attacking an independent office. We are criticizing. Ata yeye, if she has a problem with my office as Cabinet Secretary, she is at liberty to say it. So county governors, please do your part. I will do my part as the CS Treasury. And the controller of budget must do her part. And leave auditing to Auditor General. We cannot do, I cannot be the controller of budget and the Auditor General at the same time as I'm the CS Finance. Each one of us must play our role. We got a letter last week. And the moment we got a letter, we disbursed 1 month's allocation, which was 31.8 billion to the county's CRF account. And I promise you that before 15, we will make sure that we transfer another month. So that will leave us, because it appears we are not less than a month in arrears. I am committed to making sure that before December, we are up to date, so that counties can get back on their feet. I have committed myself that we will make sure that funds are transferred to the counties at the right time. This is because the moment counties don't receive money, it is costly to the country, because you are borrowing money from commercial banks at inordinately high interest rates, at even 20%. It doesn't make sense. How do you even pay? Do you even have budgetary provisions to pay for these interest rates? It is putting a strain on the county, and it does not help National Treasury. I told my team at the National Treasury that the more we delay with county resources, it doesn't help us because we accumulate the transfers and it puts pressure on us. Governors, I want to give you a challenge. It's a challenge that I'm giving governors. I know you have had a lot of difficulties in even managing the wage bill in your counties, especially those governors who are coming in the office for the first time. But I want to dissuade you from borrowing bad manners from national government. There are so many offices that you are just creating because they exist in national government. We should put pressure on the national government to disband those offices instead of replicating them at the counties. They make no sense, they are of no use, unnecessary number of advisors for border, advisors for fishermen or fishing community. They don't add value. They don't add value. Even in the national government, we have too many advisors which don't add value at all. You have line officers, technocrats, people who are, if they are not up to the task, they should be removed from office and then others take over their responsibilities instead of again replicating and creating the same position. So I would challenge you that you don't borrow these bad manners from the national government. Instead, you should help put pressure on the national government to leave their bad habits and employ prudent use of public resources.